What's up, my Fina love? Sisters Fina D coming to you all from Fina Team News.
And high-profile victims. One of them, Marlo Hampton of Real Housewives of Atlanta fame, who told me she watched on her security system as armed, masked men kicked her door down, making a loud boom.
And I heard the boom when I heard my nephew scream, and I knew that scream was a scream of fear. My heart dropped.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Marlo Hampton says she's a real crime victim after the attempted burglary of her Sandy Springs home July 1st that police have now told her is tied to other incidents. She said she went to a panic room, called 911. The suspects who kicked her door and fled, possibly because she yelled. Sandy Springs police were there quickly, and she thanks God.
Just thank God that we're covered in the blood of Jesus, and I'm here to share this story with you. But my main concern is I want all the ladies, I want everyone to be.
Yeah, this involves many crimes.
I'm glad that Marlo and her nephews are okay. I did the story when news dropped, and so far there's no strike and there's no block on the video. Just in case in the future the news outlet was to come and put a block or a strike on this video, I will be removing that part that you just heard. So if you're watching this down the line and you're like, what video is she referring to? It's a video, a very short clip of Marlo talking about what happened, describing running to the panic room, and basically the news outlet explaining what happened, okay? You all just watched the video. I'm only explaining this just in case I have to crop that part out of the video and you are confused in the future and you're like, what is she talking about? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get into what's going on in Sandy Springs and why Marlo home was one of the targets. Real Housewives of Atlanta star other public figures targeted by Sandy Springs break-ins. Sandy Springs, Georgia police body cameras on Sunday captured officers arresting 4 alleged gang members suspected of committing more than a dozen home evasions in Sandy Springs. The arrests were part of a year-long investigation of a major criminal organization committing home evasions and burglaries in the city. Police said the group targets celebrities, entertainers, athletes, and other high-profile figures. They had been in the area before, and they had been all through Sandy Springs using social media to find and locate different victims, and based on the intelligence we had, we thought they might be in that area again, and we were fortunate. So the officers staked out a resident. So basically there was a stick out after receiving information that the gang planned a break-in at the home of the mother of the child of famous rapper Future. The police received a tip basically that another, robbery was going on that night, and the tip was good. They were able to arrest 4 of the men. Some of the celebrities in the area homes that were targeted are players from the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta United, and also Marlo Hampton. Okay, so they arrested 4, but there are other gang members who are also suspects in at least 15 home invasions in Sandy Springs. Okay, including a July 4th break-in at a home, and this time a resident was shot. So these people are not playing. So I'm glad that Marlo and her nephews are okay. Hampton believes the men didn't think she was home based on her social media post. She had just returned from a trip. I just want women in the industry like myself to be aware of posting. I want us to get firearms, be trained for it. Well, you are currently on a cast with a woman who did this to people who thought it was okay to scale her fence, hopped over it, and walk up to her door just because they are her supporters. I support Kenya, but I would never walk up to Moore Manor or jump her fence. Like, come on, you don't do things like that. And she didn't have to come out of her home. She could have just called 911 because she didn't know why they were there. But she came out of her home gun blazing. Don't try me. Don't do that. I'm strapped. Okay. This also could have gone terribly wrong, even though they were not robbers. But this right here is like, okay, if she would do this to people who's claiming allegedly they were not there to harm her, basically, don't go to the manor and don't mess with Kenya Moore because she's licensed to carry and she's strapped. So Marlo, you have someone that you could have called to, suggest what type of firearm to have. But I'm sure Marlo have other people and other options because, she's too busy going after Kenya Moore right now to secure her peach for next season. So I'm sure she will find somebody else. And this is a serious matter, so I'm not going to turn it into her one-sided beef that's going on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because this whole situation could have gone terribly wrong. Let's continue. Several more arrests are expected as the search continues. I do understand the way how social media works and, the engagement. People want engagement and they want to show their supporters how they're living and, and share these beautiful moments. But you have to be careful sharing things in the exact moment. Like, this is where I am. This is where I am right now. Here's my location. Here's the address. Or I'm going on a trip. This is when I'm leaving. This is when I'm coming back, especially if you don't have someone watching your home. I understand the alarms and all of those things. I get it. They're set in place and you get the alerts and all of that. I get that, but you have to be careful. Me personally, if I'm on vacation, when I come back, then I share all of those beautiful moments I captured and I'd be like, "Ooh, my vacation was so great. I'm back. Home sweet home." Now, I understand for celebrities, sometimes they make appearances. And so they do have to say, "I'm going to be here on this date," because they are getting paid to post the event, because they being at that event is the reason why people are going to show up at that location. That's different. I'm talking about the ones that post their every moment and every move. And yes, I saw the comments on some of the Real Housewives of Atlanta support pages. I understand Marlo is currently showing her what on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but that doesn't mean you don't extend grace to her. You can extend grace to someone and still call them out on their BS, but this situation could have been worse. So I'm just glad that they're okay. Her nephews are okay. That doesn't mean on the next episode, depending on what she does, I'm not going to come here and give my review. But the reason why I'm not reading those comments, some of you did not take it easy on Marlo. Y'all did not care about this story. Y'all were going in on her. Ouch. According to the news, all of this happened at the beginning of the month, July. We're at almost at the end of July now. So Marlo have had a few weeks, to gather herself and all of that. And she's basically letting them know that you are not about to stop me from posting what I'm doing, celebrating my friends, posting my food, posting my moments. I'm going to continue to do that. So what you are seeing flashing on the screen back to back is Marlo post from last night that she was out celebrating a friend / brother on his new accomplishments. So she's moving on with her life and she's not allowing an attempted robbery to scare her and stop her from sharing what she's doing and things like that. And because of that, you have people leaving comments like Peach secure, or she's looking for sympathy. Come on now. You clearly heard the people on the news basically said she's not the only person that's being targeted in that area. And they listed other celebrities as well. So stop it. Anyways, I'm wishing all of you well and take care. And here my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.